Tamales. It's the first time that I saw a tamale when I was going through the buffet photos. Have you ever had a tamale?
I have. I've made tamales, as a matter of fact, using the husks. Husks.
Do you
Husks.
ever
Husks. You can
do you
buy
ever
the husks. Did you know that?
do you
Did you know that you could buy the husks?
why? I hope you know that like when I'm editing this, how frustrating this part is going to be. And that
But
you're not going to get a part in where you talk over me. It's just going to be edited out. That's it.
I just asked about if you had ever knew that they sold husks at the store. Look, I have a margarita and look, there's a tamale. What a coincidence.
Have you ever eaten one of the husks? Like by accident?
Sometimes you can get a little bit of the husks in your mouth, but usually you unravel them. It's weird because you just buy them to roll them over top something else you eat, and then you throw the husks away. It
Yeah.
seems pointless, but you have to have them.
Why wouldn't this just be a burrito instead? Why do they have to do it this way?
You mean the husks?
Why are you saying it like that?
Why not?
Okay, whatever.
Criticize the way I talk? You're going to get
Uh,
canceled.
this is stupid.
Every show is stupid. I mean, the whole premise is stupid. I mean, but that's the beauty of it. No, I've made them. I've eaten them. You need the husk because you have this masa. It's like a dough that if you don't have the husk, it doesn't stay together. So you need the
Yeah.
husk to keep it together, and then you steam them. Tamales are delicious. I've had some delicious tamales up here, actually in Maryland. I've gotten tamales. Delicious, spicy, filled with delicious treats. You unravel them. It's fun. It's like it has that fun part of unraveling it to find the inside, inside the husks.
I've had tamales in California, which is just north of Mexico. Have you been there?
Yes, I've been to California. Texas is north of Mexico. Isn't everything in the United States north of Mexico? What the It's all, I mean, I'm not sure.
Yeah, mostly. Sometimes you have to take a boat.
I took a very small sip of my drink because the ice cube kind of got in the way. You know how that happens? Where you
Yeah,
try to get a sip and the ice cube kind of blocks a good sip and you don't get that much liquid. It
yeah,
just happened. Probably pretty relatable to a lot of people that actually drink drinks with ice. Some countries don't use ice, Mexico being one.
is that so?
They don't have, at least in my experience, there wasn't a particularly lot of ice cubes. You needed to request those.
Oh, maybe because the water in the ice cubes in Mexico is contaminated.
It can make you sick, but still, I like ice cubes.
By ordering an ice cube in Mexico, you're basically saying, I'm okay with getting sick. Is that how it works?
I don't know if that's true, but yeah. What if, just what if you were to unravel that tamale and remove the husk? And when you remove the husk, inside was this shriveled up tiny tamale. Because it's hard to tell from this husk how big the tamale is going to be. And sometimes when you unravel the husk, you're very disappointed. It's very disappointing because the tamale is very small. Do you think this one, hidden behind the husks, is a good sized tamale?
I don't know. I'm looking at those shriveled up mushrooms back there.
Are they? I
See
wish they
them?
were the ones that got you high.
You do?
I was there, and because I hate mushrooms, but if they had some side effect that was good, like escaping the reality of life, then maybe.
Okay, well, I don't know anything about that.
I don't either. Never done them. I've heard of them. I've heard people that have. They're pretty good, apparently. Maybe one day when we're older. Is that it? See, I told you we couldn't do this many episodes at once. We were going to run out of creativity. I was right. Once again, an unusual time for the person to stop and take a photo. They sat down, the spork, they took a bite of the mac and cheese probably, and then they decided, oh, I need to take a photo to show people what I've done here, what I've accomplished at this buffet. A variety of foods not often seen: mushrooms, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes with brown gravy, and a tamale wrapped in a husk
On a green plate.
on a green plate. Why do buffets choose to have the ugliest plates they can find? Why can't they just splurge for some nice plates? This green plate, I'm not digging it.
I believe that the reason why buffets use cheap plates is because they get a lot of wear and tear, and they think that buying a cheap, low quality plate that's going to break in a short amount of time is more economical than investing in better plates.
This is a plastic plate. This is likely melamine. This is not China. So this is going to last for a long time. So that being said, they could have bought not green. Whoever chose the plate, there was probably a meeting amongst you know, the family or whoever runs the restaurant, and somebody had to make the decision on green. And I think they chose poorly. Just my opinion as a plate salesman.
Yeah, it does look a little bit juvenile.
It does. It looks like a plate you would have as a child, right? Anyways, do you think this episode is good enough?
I think so. It's good enough.
I mean, I think it's pretty good. I mean, I feel like it's slightly better than the last episode. Probably the next one's going to be great.
It would be really nice if anybody watching this episode could leave a comment down below and let us know if they thought that it was a good episode. Let us know.
Thank you. We love feedback, and we're learning each episode about how we can make the show better. Right, Aaron?
That's right. But we need your help with that. Otherwise, we're just going to make the same old content day in and day out.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Bill.
And I'm Aaron.
And together, this is our show. We own it.
That's right. We do. We own it.